Shalom. Shalom. I want to begin the lesson off by giving all praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rahaha Kodash. Double blessing and honor to the apostles and the elder bishops of Great Millstone who taught me this truth through the spirit and the power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. Yahweh being the true name of the Heavenly Father, which the world ignorantly calls God in the ancient Hebrew, which means He exists, and Yahweh Shai being the true name of His only begotten Son, which the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, which means He is salvation. Shalom to the brothers out there pushing this truth through peace and sincerity, the Akim, as well as you few sisters out there listening and learning, the Akwat. To you also, I say Shalom. It is your brother, Haratazar Gabar, back with another lesson through the Spirit. And in today's lesson, I want to talk about a couple of things that have been going on in the news. This lesson is going to be brief, as I do have something to do in a minute. Nonetheless, though, I want to bring y'all another lesson. I do want to say fair use. Under the Copyright Act of 1976, this video is not being used for monetary gain. This video is not monetized. I'm not making any money from making this lesson. This is for educational and edification purposes only. For those out there listening and watching who would like to gain more knowledge. With that being said, I will be covering a few topics in the news today. Since I don't have that much time, I will be talking about the strikes that have been going on across the world in the Army. There's a lot of things that's been going on in the news as of recently. As you all may know, I'm going to talk about, or I'll just hit on a few things that have happened just in the last 2 days, or recently, Okay, of course, this past week, I'm not going to go into the whole week, but the other day, as you can see, I have it in my history, you know what I'm saying, the lady who was deleted by ICE, who they're saying it was a white lady, of course, that's already been exposed as being a false flag event, you know what I'm saying, which Esau Edom has been coming with that as of recently. Now, that they're trying to insinuate civil war and civil unrest in the streets, man, and it's just not working for them because, as we know through the scriptures, man, the Lord have taken the wisdom. Wisdom has departed from those people, from Teman, from Esau Edom. These old tactics that once worked, they don't work anymore. You also have war going on in Syria. You have many strikes coming from Russia into Ukraine. You have Iran getting ready to prepare for war and things of that nature. Russian oil tankers, I want to say that were seized. There's a lot of things going on, man. There's a lot going on. As we know, in the latter times, things like this are meant to happen, right? It's breaking news every day. It says, and even the things that's going on with the U.S. and NATO and the U.S. and Greenland, man, which I want to do a lesson on that at a different time because I know it's going to be longer and I want to go into depth. I don't want to do it tonight because I don't want to rush. It says the U.S. withdraws from 66 UN entities. Remember, man, they like that number 33 and 66. And international organizations deepening re-threat from world order. Donald Trump said, well, number one, we know that he wants to invade Greenland. So he's going to do anything in his power to make that happen. There's a lot of things that's been going on, man. A lot of things. So much that it's dang near hard to keep up with. every day, every day. We're inching closer and closer to Daniel 12:1, which I haven't brought that up in a while. And Jeremiah 37, it's really the 30th chapter as a whole. I can go ahead and get that. The book of Jeremiah 30 and verse 1, the word that came to Jeremiah from the Lord Yahweh, saying, Thus speaketh the Lord, the Most High Power of Israel, saying, Write thee all the words that I have spoken unto thee in a book, for lo, the days come, saith the Lord Yahweh, that I will bring again the captivity of my people Israel and Judah, representing the northern and the southern kingdom, saith the Lord Yahweh, and I will cause them to return to the land that I gave to their fathers, and they shall possess it. And these are the words that Yahweh spake concerning Israel and concerning Judah. For thus saith Yahweh, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace. Peace has departed this world, man, as a whole. There is no peace on earth right now. As it says in the book of Matthew chapter 10, verse 34, think not that I'm come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword, right? That was Yahweh Shah speaking. As ask ye now, and see whether a man doth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins, as a woman at travail, and all faces are turning to paleness. You have people who are actively freaking out about things going on in the world. You know what I'm saying? How this year may turn out. We're off to a great start at 2026. So like we're not even 2 weeks in. We're just over a week. We're just over a week into the new year, and we're already seeing chaos break out. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. And you know, we coin Jacob's trouble as a time that has never been seen. Well, I'm not gonna say we, but you know what I'm saying, great millstone and brothers alike use that term Jacob's trouble as a time that like has never been seen on the earth, right? As it is spoken of in Daniel 12:1. We just refer to it as Jacob's trouble, right? Some people say shit hit the fan, other terms, right? But we haven't reached that point yet. We're coming to that point, man. We're seeing war going on all over. Look at this.
نعم فيدا صحيح وهي ما زالت مستمرة والآن أيضا مع دخول الظلام. نعم هذه أيضا قذائف يبدو أطلقتها قوات سوريا الديمقراطية. لا أعرف تحديدا أين سقطت في حلقة الليل هذه، لكن سقطت في أحياء قريبة من حيي الأشرفية والشيخ مقصود. وأنا
The Lord is visiting those Western Asian countries. I don't even know why I'm playing the audio because we can't understand what they're saying. Yeah, that.
The A's are.
Yeah.
نعم
نعم نشاهد أيضا هناك أعمدة كثيرة للنار.
It says, for it shall come to pass in that day, saith Yahweh of hosts, that I will break his yoke from off thy neck, and will burst thy bonds, and strangers shall no more serve themselves of him. Right? Meaning us gaining salvation. Breaking the bonds of the yoke of iron, because we're in captivity right now under the heathen nations. It says, but they shall serve the Lord Yahweh their God, and David their king, whom I will raise up unto them. Therefore fear thou not, O my servant Jacob, saith Yahweh, neither be dismayed, O Israel, for lo, I will save thee from afar, and thy seed from the land of their captivity, which is over here. Majority of us are over here in Babylon the Great, which is also known as America. And Jacob shall return, and shall be in rest, and be quiet, and none shall make him afraid, right? So us getting that rest, man, you know, like we said, we won't be here prophesying all day, every day. We won't be prophesying in the kingdom, right? We won't be teaching in the kingdom. But as we're here on the earth right now, that's what we've been called to do. That is our jobs right now. So in turn, that means we must do it until prophecy have been fulfilled, until all the prophecies have come to pass. Then our work will be done. But until then, like I said last night, you put your hand to that plow, you must complete the work. For I am with thee, saith Yahweh, to save thee, though I make a full end of all nations, whether I have scattered thee, right? Meaning all these nations, they're going to be destroyed, whether during Jacob's trouble or during the nuclear destruction, the lake of fire and brimstone. But I will correct thee and measure and will not leave thee altogether unpunished. Right? Because we know that the 1/3 and the 144,000, the elect Israel, will be saved. But the 2/3, the majority of Israel, will be destroyed. And I'm not talking about the land of Israel. I'm talking about the people. The so-called Negroes, Latino, and Native Americans, as well as Israelite foreigners who are among the heathen. They may have the appearance of the heathen, but are Israelites in spirit. Thus saith Yahweh, thy bruise is incurable, and thy wound is grievous. There is none to plead thy cause that thou mayest be bound up. Thou hast no healing medicines. Right? No other group of people have taken affliction like the Israelites have. Daniel 12:1, the time of the end. And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people. And there shall be a time of trouble such as never was, since there was a nation even to that time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, everyone that shall be found written in the book. We're coming and approaching that time. And these days are being shortened for the elect's sake. All of these things that are going on earth right now. There are a lot of prophecies that are going to come to pass, and Lord willing, they come to pass this year, man. Lord willing, this be our year of salvation. And if it's not this year, Lord willing, next year. But I know for sure that it is very close, because we're seeing a lot of big things happen right now. And many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, some to everlasting life and some to everlasting some to everlasting life and some to shame and everlasting contempt. That's how monumental this moment will be, right? The Lord's gonna literally bring some spirits back, righteous spirits back to be a part of the salvation, the mass salvation, right? Then he's also gonna bring back the most wicked spirits to be caught up and be charcoal in that fire. No, I didn't want to. No. Salaki. Yeah, these EU, these NATO nations, talking with Donald Trump and things of that nature. There's a strong division right now between them. There'll be many more of them. That's a good precept to have. Verse 15. Let me get this matter of fact. And if people think, that, You know, you have people who think this won't happen in our lifetime, or it's not gonna happen, all this other stuff. Like I say, conscious seared with a hot iron, spiritual veil over their faces. Revelation 9:12, one woe is past, and behold, there come two woes more after. And those woes are talking about the 3 world wars, and we're coming upon the third one. Revelation 11:14, the second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. There's another, what is that? I want to say Revelation chapter 6. Revelation 6:12, and I beheld when he had opened the 6th seal, and lo, there was a great earthquake, and the sun became black as sackcloth of hair, and the moon became as blood. And that's talking about, you know what I'm saying, the nuclear destruction, man. It's going to be so terrible. It's going to turn the whole sky to black. Everything's just going to be dark. You're just going to see hellfire, pretty much. And the stars of heaven fell unto the earth, even as a fig tree carried her untimely figs, meaning a very loud boom sound, right? When a fig hits the ground, it's a very large thud. When she is shaken of a mighty wind, and the earthquake, it just signifies how massive those strikes are going to be. It's going to feel like an earthquake. And the heaven departed as a scroll when it is rolled together, and every mountain and island were moved out of their places, right? And the kings of the earth, and the great men, and the rich men, and the chief captains, and the mighty man, and every bondman, and every free man hid themselves in the dens and in the rocks of the mountains. I want to say, I just seen something about it might have been from the elder Amon Gabor. No, so like Saints of Jersey breaking. Civil War, U.S. doomsday bunkers on high alert. The world is out of control. I wonder if it might be talking about
videos about getting in an erection. This place is a mess, man.
This is the glove compartment of Renee Good.
Oh, they talking about what's her name? That lady who got deleted, or they claim she got deleted. But yeah, man, that's talking about going in the bunkers and hiding away and stuff like that. And said to them, that's talking about all men, man. All these men of the world, they think that they can hide from the Lord's wrath. I just tell them to go read the book of Amos chapter 9. And said to the mountains and rocks, fall on us, and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne, and from the wrath of the Lamb. For the great day of his wrath is come, and who shall be able to stand it? So like, who shall be able to stand? I was just scrolling through Instagram earlier. Our people are only concerned with partying and having a good time. These people probably don't even know what's going on in the news right now. And quite frankly, I need to update myself because I've only been reading headlines. I have to look at some more videos because I was looking at some earlier. But there's a lot of stuff going on, man. A lot of stuff going on. Let me see. America and Donald Trump is really at the forefront of that. Stirring up nations, stirring up people, saying he's going to take 50 million barrels of oil from Venezuela. He's on to Greenland and Cuba and all these other places in Mexico. So I said, this dude is a tyrant, man. He's waging war on any and everyone. The Lord is sending plagues on earth. So like, I'm gonna go ahead and get Luke 21 and wrap it up. Salaki. These are future prophecies that are playing out and unfolding in front of our eyes. Everything that's going on right now in the world has been cited in the Bible. That's why it's the #1 seller. It's the best book you could read, the book of life, right? Everything that's going on in the world right now, all of these things that are coming to pass is mentioned in the scriptures. Luke 21:10. Then said he unto them, nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom. And great earthquakes shall be in diverse places, and famines and pestilences and fearful sights, and great signs shall there be from heaven. That connects with 2 Ezra, the 9th chapter, starting at the first verse on down. But before all these, they shall lay their hands on you and persecute you, delivering you up to the synagogues and in the prisons, being brought before kings and rulers for my name's sake. And it shall turn to you for a testimony. Settle it therefore in your hearts, not to meditate before what ye shall answer, for I will give you a mouth and wisdom, which all your adversaries shall not be able to gainsay nor resist. These are the beginning of the end times, man. And we're past the beginning part of that. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to those out there listening, watching. I'm going to close it off there. Call Allah Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem, or Kakwadash. Double blessing and honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who taught me the truth through the spirit and the power of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And until next time, I say Shalom Israel, Shalom. And as always, we're one day closer to the kingdom, man. Keep pushing, keep pushing, keep pushing. Shalom Israel.